Welcome to AwakeningYOU channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. It is with great joy and satisfaction that I am here today. We are finishing another cycle on your planet. We don't follow the calendar like you, but we follow every cycle that your planet makes around the Sunday. So come on, let's say that a cycle is coming to an end. And what is important at a time like this? It's not giving vent to beliefs, to the nonsense that is put forward so that the new cycle is perfect or at least better. Understand the following: what counts for each day, for each moment is what is in your heart, not the clothes you wear, not the place where you are. What's the point of wearing extremely light clothes if your heart is full of hate, anger, resentment? It's no use. It's a pure illusion, to try to show yourself that everything is right, that despite all the wrong things you feel, you are a person who can attract good things. I'm not saying otherwise, just that you will also attract the result of what you emanate. So if you emanate anger, revenge, lack of love, it won't be your light clothes that will change that. You are what you are, not what your clothes do. What does it matter if you are in a beautiful place, in a blessed place, if your heart remains black, remains ugly, remains tight, emanating feelings of very low vibration? So stop fooling yourself. Be authentic, true. The external is of no use. If the external were important, we would see you, we would see every bit of your body. But we don't see it, because the external is just a shell, the external is just a garment that your soul has acquired at this moment. Today many of you are black, a while ago you could have been blonde, or later you could have been dark-skinned. But for us you were just one thing, the same soul, nothing changed. I only changed the clothes you wore, the clothes you chose to wear. So the outside is worthless, the outside is purely, let's say, the product of what you were led to believe, of what you were led to worship. The ephemeral beauty, the very expensive clothes. What's the point of very expensive clothes? Two people, one dressed in rags, the other in very expensive clothes, fall into the mud, what happens? Both will get dirty in the same way. That expensive outfit won't stop the mud from getting dirty. So realize that you value completely the wrong things. A person within your concept, beautiful, beautiful, and an ugly person, both fall into the mud. Who will get dirty? Both and equally. Whoever is more beautiful will not become cleaner, because you are all the same, only you were led to value futile and ephemeral things. Beauty is fleeting, everyone grows old. At this moment, in the incarnations that you have on this planet, no one lives for thousands of years, no one remains with a beautiful body throughout their lives. You grow old, and many look horrible when they get older, within the concept of that beauty you had when you were young. And there? Will beauty keep them from dying? Will beauty keep them from getting sick? Will beauty prevent them from doing anything that someone else, who may not be as beautiful, wants to do? You are all equal, and Father or Mother God is so wonderful, so perfect, that He does not allow us to see you as you see yourselves. We only see light, we only see what you emanate. So it's easy for us to know who has an enlightened heart and who doesn't. There's no point in that person trying to look good, trying to look wonderful, but their heart is black with hate, with envy, with anger. We see the heart, not the attitudes. Realize that a person with a black heart, if he does a good deed, that good deed has no value to him, because he is deceiving himself, and the energy that he puts into that possible good deed, is not a good energy, it is a false energy, an energy of contempt. But she tries to look good, and everyone sees her that way, because you don't see people's hearts. You usually see the appearance, you usually see the attitudes. So if someone does good, supposedly as you say, without looking at who, but you don't try to find out what that person's life is like, what they did to achieve that, what they are like on a daily basis. No, you only see that moment when she donates something. So you let yourself be carried away by appearances, you let yourself be carried away by small gestures. Not us, we know exactly what is in each person's heart. There's no way you can fool us. So don't try to look good, to be good with us, because that's no use. Every action done from the heart, your heart increases in light. So we know at that moment that a charitable action was done, that an action was done for the benefit of others. It doesn't matter what you did. It doesn't matter if you donated millions in money or if you just gave a loaf of bread. You did a good deed, and it is this action that makes your heart shine, because it was done from the heart. So don't think that because you donate a lot, you are better regarded than someone who only donates a loaf of bread. No, what counts is your feeling, because often the one who donates a lot is doing it to appease his own ego, and his heart will not be filled with light. Now, the one who donates a loaf of bread, who takes from what he doesn't have, but he does it with so much love, with so much light, that his heart lights up. So yes, the heart vibrates, the heart increases in light. So don't try to deceive yourself and consequently try to deceive us. Do things for yourselves, not to try to make us see you as what you are not. There is no deceiving us, there is no deceiving yourselves. You deceive yourself because you want to deceive yourself, you know exactly what you are. No one is perfect, none of you are perfect, none. If they were perfect, they would not be incarnated, they would not have lessons to learn, they would already be in the higher dimensions. So don't think you're perfect, don't think you're without mistakes, don't think you're better than others. Because every time you think, "Ah, I'm better than the other," the slip is ugly, because the ego is still screaming inside. No one is better than anyone else, in any sense, not because they are more beautiful, not because they have more money, not because they are more intelligent. Each one had their opportunity according to their soul journey. If your soul is a soul that has no desire to learn, no desire to evolve, it will always be a poor soul. But not in the truest sense of the word, poor in spirit, who doesn't like to learn, doesn't like to evolve, doesn't like to improve, always wants to live in the same way. This is a decision of the soul. On the other hand, there are those who don't conform, who think they can get there, and they do, because they believe in themselves. So I would like you to make an overview at the end of the cycle, make a list of all those things that you still need to improve. No one is pointing fingers at anything. What we want with this is for you to be truthful, is that you be firm with yourself. What do you lack today to become a better person? What is missing? What adjectives, what postures, what habits, customs do you still need to work on? This is not an easy exercise, and many will not do it, because they think it is all nonsense. So I tell you the following: whoever wants to change, whoever wants to improve, whoever wants to become a better human being every day will do it, and you will write everything that is necessary to improve your journey. Don't do it with the ego, tear the ego out of your hearts and simply write. But not with judgment. It's a conscience. What is consciousness? It's knowing clearly what happens. So if you are aware that you need to improve at point A, at point B, at point C, I applaud you. Because you are not letting your ego tell you that you are ready, you are admitting failure. Realize, I'm not saying an error, I'm saying a failure. You still have many flaws to correct. So try to write down these failures. Do this homework. It doesn't matter what you write, because it's not sitting down and starting to write. No. Go within, call on your higher self, say a prayer and make yourself available to the higher self. Ask him, my higher self, show me where I need to improve. And simply, let his hand write whatever he wants. Do this in a moment of great introspection, and above all, in a moment of great love for yourself. Because this is showing love. Looking for your flaws is not pointing fingers, it is being aware of what needs to be changed, it is being aware of what needs to be improved. And for what purpose? Becoming an increasingly better human being, increasingly ready for higher dimensions. Remember, every flaw corrected is a more enlightened heart. Because you stop making that mistake and the heart lights up, the frequency increases, and the vibration rises. Isn't that what you want? So do this exercise, don't stop doing it. But do it with your heart, do it by letting the higher self speak, because it knows what is needed at this moment to improve your souls, to improve the path of this fractal that is there, ready, or perhaps not, for the fifth dimension. Do it. Let's say this exercise should be ready before our meeting on Wednesday. Get him ready and have him with you next Wednesday. Don't stop doing it, be sure you won't regret it. Once again, I just ask that it be done with the heart, but without judgment, without looking at that huge list and getting discouraged. I'll say it again, being aware of each failure is much more important. The number of failures does not matter, than the one who is not aware of anything.